Welcome everybody, my name's Dossie. I'm just going to be doing a really basic time trials strategic guide for 3-lap and flap attempts for any entry-level players. It'll be pretty quickly glossed over. I know Dan's going to do a comprehensive guide for every track, so yeah, you're probably better off looking at that one to get more detail of every track, but just for now this one will be quite quick, just quickly once over on every track and where the shroom strats are. I'm just playing on the EverDrive, so I'll have practice mode on. Obviously this isn't in a standard issue cartridge, so Peach, Toad and Yoshi are your 3 fastest characters, so you'll be picking any one of those for time trials unless you're doing meme runs. Luigi Raceway will kick off with first track, first cab off the rank. I'll do a 1-2-0 shroom strat here. I won't do the slide boost start because I'll do that on the next run just to show you the difference. So for this first turn you want to do 4 mini turbos around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do an SSMT here, but I'm not going to for the moment. One there. Just drive through, hug that wall nice and tight. MT coming out of there. MT onto the grass. That shouldn't have hit the wall there, but that was pretty silly of me. Okay, I didn't get the mystery boost. I'll get that on the next one. So shroom strat here is a 1-1-2-0. It's the most common shroom strat. So again, 4 MTs around this turn. That's that SSMT I didn't get before. It was a pretty rough one, but that's the general idea of it. Probably not a strategy if you're an entry-level person to try and attempt SSMTs. This is a better shroom. Heaps better. And yeah, SSMTs along this straight here. You'd probably try attempt 1 or 2 of them maybe, but they're pretty difficult as an entry-level player, so just slowly incorporate them into your game. There's no need to do world record strats early on because you're going to end up resetting more from the mistakes you make. Well, they're probably going to cost you time early on, so. And then that last turn's just 3 mini turbos, 1 here to finish, and 201's pretty disgusting time for me, but anyway, probably wouldn't be a bad entry-level time for somebody. So just do that again with the boost at the start, and I'll show you how much time it actually saves in the shroom slide start. So you can tell I've got the ghost off screen from not doing it, so it saves quite a bit of time. Any mushrooming in a slide is what you want to do, and I'll just do a 3-lap a flap attempt here, so I'll use all 3 shrooms, which that was really bad, which I'll do it on the next lap. I just need to show you that mystery boost too, but the mystery boost, basically you hit the wall, get null tyres, it's called null tyre state, and it just means you go quicker, drive quicker in the grass. So that's a basic flap attempt, 3 shrooms, 38.27, it's not too bad. Oops. See if I can get this null tire state for you. I'll just get an example of that. So that was a bad start boost and I still beat the ghost, so it's definitely worth doing, that's for sure. So the way the mystery boost works is you can tell when you've got it when your speedometer goes above 60 k's an hour. So that's a dead giveaway. If it's underneath that, generally you go through the grass at about 40 k's. So yeah, I got some form of there because I went over 60 k's an hour. And yeah, that's a really basic rough guide on your shroom struts there for Luigi Raceway. Moo Moo Farm, one of the harder tracks for an entry level player. It's quite difficult with the surface and the moles. Again, shroom slide start. MT as you're going up the hill, don't get the MT as you're going up the T. You want to get all these MTs before you go uphill. Most players will go through this patch here, and you'll hit that mile. But yeah, so MT before you start going up, get the boost before you start going up, get that one around that mile patch. That one as you're going down that hill. The risk and reward on that is totally up to yourself. 29.93, that's not a bad one. Oops. You'll learn to just accept that the moles are there. Safer strats here, you could go around this patch. Something like that would be totally fine for a beginner. 133. A fair way away from my PR, but that's, you know, obviously not risking it too much. So I'll do a fast lap strategy here. Generally done on lap 2. Try that again. Oops. So you generally want to shroom over that mile patch, but for an entry-level player, going around it is more than satisfactory. So something like that for your fast lap. You want to go on the right side of that pillar, but 29.53, that's okay. Very little risk. You can risk it more by going over the moles, but yeah, you can incorporate the risk the further you progress with your times. So that's basically it for Moo Moo Farm. It's a really hard one just to get consistent quick MTs on it. So yeah. Koopa Troopa Beach. Again, probably it's a medium variance track for beginners. Shouldn't have too much difficulty. Just first MT around this wall. Double hop into an MT. MT here. MT there. You can go either side of this tree. I'll just go outside just for the sake of it. Want to just enter that middle of the ramp. MT there, double hop here, that's important to get a good angle. Try and stay out of the water because the water will slow you down. Same again, double hop. Middle, maybe slightly to the left. You can hop as you go through the tunnel. Bit of a bad angle. Oops. Okay, now I'll do a... So that's basically it. There's no real change between each lap there. I'll do a fast lap attempt now. This is a lap 2 fast lap generally. You can do a lap 1. Most laps are done on lap 2 because it saves the start boost. Excuse me, the start boost doesn't save you much time compared to doing an MT at the start. So yeah, you want to do most laps on lap 2 unless they're designated lap 1 starters. I'm going to try and start this lap at 40. Straight away, do an MT. And then shroom here. Same again, you go either side of that tree. Basics should just go around that side. Nice big hop into the hill there. Avoid the slowdown for the water. I missed the MT there, but that's okay. 32-31. I'll just show you quickly a first lap, fast lap attempt. It just slightly changes up the shroom spot. So be a double shroom here if you're going to do a first lap fast lap attempt. Avoid going over that because it's slow. Cut off a bit more water. I missed the MT there, but 32-22. So I beat the other time before, but it was a pretty awful run. So yeah, that's Koopa Troopa Beach in a nutshell. I'll just show you. It's not critical that you do this. I mean, I was just hopping into the tunnel. But if you wanted to do a slide as you go in, it's far more advanced strat, that's for sure. So when you're approaching the tunnel, you can see the ground slopes away to the right here. If you approach that to the center or slightly to the right hand side of that ramp, you're gonna miss a lot. You'll get a lot where you end up about here just because of the way the ground slopes away. So you want to try and enter at least left of the center of this ramp will be your easiest way to get up there. And you can do an MT slide if you want, once you're feeling more confident. Like that. But yeah, that's basically all you need to know for that one. Do not recommend doing that MT slide, you'll lose a lot of runs there. But that should give you a pretty basic understanding of that with your shroom shots. Calamari Desert, this one's one where it is a first lap, fast lap, always. Because of your start boost, you cut off a lot of the track at the beginning, so this is always a first lap, fast lap attempt. One of very few in the game. Beginner's strategy here, generally always a fast lap. So you want to get nice and high up here. You don't have to do that extra MT. Yes, this MT. Hold this MT off and then get into that. And it's a double shroom across the back here. A couple of quick MTs if you can get them here. don't have to SSMT here. And then just another MT to finish with a 40-41. It's about nearly a second off my PR, so it's not that good. So your shroom strategy here will come down to how you operate with the train, and your speed coming off that. You'll see I'm going to have a bit of trouble with the train. Lap 3 I might be too quick for it, but as a side note here too, driving off-road like I did then is quicker than driving on the track in general. So just a couple of quick MTs as you're going across the sand, try and get them as fast as you can. Yeah, hold that one off a little bit longer. So your shroom strat here will change as you evolve. I'm going to be fraction too quick, yeah. So because I'm such a higher rank player, a 3-0-0 shroom strat no longer suits me, so I have to mix up my shroom strat. So I now do a 2-0-1, which I'll do right now. So I still do my first shroom here. I'm going to get nice and high up that hill. MT on the way down. You'll do an extra MT there. That actually, I did that wrong, but you'll see it on the last lap how you're supposed to do it. That was a fast lap away. So that was already quicker than... no, it wasn't. It was about a second off, sorry. Which a shroom should save you about a second going across the back there. So you'll lose a second on this lap, but you'll gain it later on. So this is how you should enter this part, MT on, and then you'd shroom here. But since I'm using that shroom on the last lap, I'll just do my MTs. So this track has a lot of different shroom strats depending on your pace. These are the first two you should do. Always just do a 3-0-0 when you're a beginner. Then you'd swap to this 2-0-1 when this train here that I'm approaching gets in your way. Which, as you can see, I'm clear of that now, which is fine. No issues on that train, and then shroom. So you want to shroom as the fence starts to bend around. So you can actually get the God time on this with probably just might get it with the 3-0-0, and you can definitely get it with this shroom strategy. So 207.84, so about a second behind the God time, but yeah, that's pretty basic. It's just where your lap 3 train is going to be. If you're going to hit that, then you have to change your shroom strategy. And then if you're doing a 2-0-1 and you hit the train, if you hit the train on lap 3, that means your shroom strategy is too slow. So if you hit the train on lap 2, you still need to use that extra shroom on lap 1 to do the fast lap attempt. So that's a pretty basic overview of KD. Toad's Turnpike. Lots of pure driving MT, really fast MTs you want to get on this track. So again, go around this truck, inside of this car, MT it there, MT there. These are pretty slow MTs, but you want to get as close to the fence as you can. Just about hit that white paint, and then MT. One as you're going down, and then you get one in front of that truck, one in front of this car. Another one in front of this truck. Go in between. Missed that one, but that's okay. Try and not let your cart drift outside that inside lane that you're generally trying to stay in. So as you can see there, I'm trying to stay inside that inside lane. If you're going outside that lane, you're going a bit too wide, holding MTs too long. So your shroom strategy on this track, there's no optimal place to do your mushrooms. Just anywhere around bends is totally fine. I just generally do one there. You can do a lap 1 flap here too, because it's such a long track. Lap 1's no dramas. Held that one a bit too long. So this is a good track to practice your SSMTs as well. And then final one here, hold it as long as you can, release, and cross the line. The one thing that's probably going to cause you the biggest drama as a beginner player is the traffic right at the end. I know from when I was entry level, there's a big cluster of traffic right at the end that will definitely annoy the hell out of you early days, because there's a couple of buses and trucks that congest the line right at the end. And I'll just do a save state here so I can show you the difference. So this is one for my pace. Which is actually, the faster you get at this track, the better the cycles here are on those. If I waited, oops. Okay, this is really messed up. Let's retry that. Alright. So if I wait a few seconds, so someone on this kind of pace is going to have a bit more trouble getting through those maybe. Oh, that's not too bad. Those trucks at the end there. So that's a 3:10 pace, so I might just go a bit quicker. I've just got to figure out the exact. Yeah, so trying to thread your way through those two is going to be harder for a beginner player, because they will be side by side at the line. Just try and get closer again. Let me try. But it's just about negotiating your way through those trucks there. So I start at 3. Yeah, you can see how those two trucks there, just trying to go through them, can be a bit sketchy. But yeah, the faster you get at the track, the easier that traffic congestion will be. So yeah, for the fast lap, obviously I showed a lap 2 fast lap. You can do it on lap 1. That's absolutely fine too. The cycles are pretty good on this track in terms of where your traffic locations are. You could do one around this bend. It doesn't matter what bend you do it around. As I said, there's no optimal place to shroom. All the bends are the same, so Good missed MTs. One 0015. That's okay. But yeah, you very easily do that on a lap one. That's fine. So that is Toads for you. Frappe Snowland. This is one. It's now got a new shroom strat in it. I'm not going to do that new shroom strat for a beginner player because you'd be wasting your time, I reckon. So shroom there. Quick hops around this turn, trying to avoid touching the snow. Jump here at the top so you don't get the slowdown effect, which can happen to you. That was silly. Don't hit that snowman. Or shroom here going up the hill. It's pretty bad shroom, so I'll try and get a better one on the next lap. Couple of hops, drift, and MT. You can do an extra MT just here. Totally up to you if you want to attempt it. Try and get two there if you want, but one MT's around that bend's fine. Quick hops. See if I can get a better shroom here. There we go, it's heaps better. Try and go through those snowmen. You can go around if you want, but obviously I didn't have a good enough line to get through, so I'll try and get that up on the last lap. Couple of hops, MT. That's just this track without, that part without. So you can go, I was telling you about those two MTs there, 1 and 2. One long one could be fine for you. Miss that MT. Slow down, and I hit another snowman. Really good. Alright. We will restart this track. So that's basically all you need to know for the 3 lap. For the fast lap, it's probably pays to either drive around, because it's significantly faster to do this one on lap 2. I mean, you can do a lap 1 attempt, but you could easily just do this shortcut and set up a lap 2 one in pretty quick time. The worst thing is, it'll just save your time up here. It won't count your fast lap time that you get, so either just drive around, wait till your 40 seconds or whatever it is, 33 on NTSC. So what we want to do for fast lap here, you got this tree right there. You want to line that up with the other ones behind it. So you can see there's another one at the back there, and again there's another one after that. So you want to try and just get all them in a bit of a line. That's a good spot there. I think the line here runs just in front of that tree or just behind that tree. So what we'll do is we'll do a triple tap A start, straight into a slide, and down, MT there. You want to go over this section as much as you can without going out of bounds. So it actually wasn't that bad, but not great. And our final usual regular shroom spot. Again, not going through those snowmen, but because at a bad angle. and just finish off the lap with a 39.97. So yeah, that's basically your fast lap strategy. There is a new strategy, a lot harder one. So where I did that second shroom going over the mountain there, the hill, there's probably some of you might have seen where we cut off going up this seam here and going over the top of that. So that can be done. It's very difficult to do. I'm ranked 50 and I don't hit it that consistently. I've probably hit 3 or 4 an hour. So for a beginner, it's going to be a lot worse. You actually need to get pretty precisely up that seam. Up that seam right there and jump at the last second and go over the top. The reason that's not a shortcut, because you're going over an out of bounds section, whereas the old strategy here was exactly the same. All you're doing is jumping over that part of the hill. You can see where that polygon comes back down. You're just jumping over that. It's the exact same principle. You're jumping over an out of bounds section. This one, you're just jumping over more of an out of bounds section. So it's not classified as a shortcut there. Although some will probably argue that it is. But yeah, this one, you just want to go over that out of bounds one there. So yeah, pretty simple strats there. If you want to do a lap 1 flap attempt, your shroom strat will be slightly different. You can cut off more of that out of starter section there too. I'm just not doing it. Your final shroom is probably going to have to be in the canyon. There's no other really good spot to do it. Hey, finally got one. I assume you're going to have to do it here. It's not usually something that's done that often, lap 1 attempts, so... And that gives you a 40.33, so yeah, it saves you. So I actually got a good main shroom jump and it didn't save me that much. I think I got a 95 before, so yeah, cutting off that beginning's definitely what you want to do there. So that's Frappe Snowland. Choco Mountain, again another track with, it's a lap 2 flap, but we'll just do the 3 lap for a start. Many different places you can shroom here. Some people like to shroom there as their first shroom. It's probably the best place to do your first shroom, but I don't like it because it's a bit harder to get as close as you can to that hill, and if you touch the hill, it'll eat your input and you'll be resetting in no time. Quick hops around this rail here, get as close as you can to it. Good hills, hopefully, yep, and I did. Ooh, didn't get the tumble, there you go. So I should mention where I shroomed at the beginning there, that's actually the main shroom spot. So you do that on lap 2 and 3, and you just got to figure out a place to do your final shroom. Ooh. 3 MTs across this back section and hop nice and close to the rail there. I'm doing 3 MTs in this section, but you probably want to stick to 2 because that second one's probably a bit harder to get out for a beginner player. So this is the main place you want to do your shrooms, 100%. MT, hop, slide, hop, hop. I do around that bend. Tunnel MT is probably a bit difficult for a beginner. You can leave that one out, I just did. Pre-jump over that hill, so you want to hop just before the crest of the hill. Having lots of air there is bad, so... And bad hills to finish. 159. It's not too bad. So a fast lap attempt on this one. Can do it on lap 1, that's not an issue. Save yourself driving around. Definitely get that one. That's a pretty awful shroom, that one. For a beginner, you could probably leave out that MT that I did. That's fine. Oops. Alright, that was a nice tumble. I did miss where that second shroom could have been. You can do shroom here if you want as a beginner on a lap 1 attempt. This shroom here, as soon as you get free, you do your shroom and into a slide. See how much time I gained by shrooming at the start there from my ghost. Yeah, leave out that tunnel MT as a beginner for sure. Leave this one in that you can see the ghost doing, and then just do this one here. Free jump over the hill. I'll do this shroom here a lot better. Bang, straight away. As soon as you're out from the fence, you shroom instantly. And yeah, on lap 3, because you can shroom any of the places I've shroomed so far, will be fine for a beginner player. I like to do mine on the last, near the end, around that bend where I shroomed before. On the last lap, I don't know why, but it's just my personal preference to do it there. Bang again. A lot of beginner players will do their shrooms going over the hills. You can do that. You're probably wasting a shroom though. Actually, a lot of beginner players will shroom in a straight line, which is really bad because you actually want to shroom as you're in a mini turbo drift. So you'll see a lot of beginner players go here and just shroom that. It's big time waste of a shroom. Right here is your best place to do it. Followed by here. And then just, yeah, you can do your other one right here. And then just at the end where I said earlier. So, yeah, Choco Mountain, you want it to remain as tight to the walls as you can, but obviously it's really tough for a beginner player. So just get clean lines, quick MTs. Especially here, just get a nice clean line through there and drift around that one. Probably just do one there if you weren't quick enough, and then yeah, quick hops, get your MT and quick hops around that one. One MT there, one MT there. I do 3 usually as a more advanced strat, but you wouldn't save time for a beginner doing 3 of those. Move on to the next track, Mario Raceway. Really fast, tight, technical track. This is a lap 1 flap track. I'm going to do the 3 lap as a starter. Quick hops through the grass there. It's faster than just driving through the grass. You want to get quick hops. So as a beginner, you could go around that mushroom. You're going to have to incorporate going through the mushroom eventually. Quick hops through here. Into your mushroom. Cutting the grass here. So get the MT before. Nice big hop there. And finish off your lap. And then just repeat that. So this is the introduction of the grass cut there, or the mushroom cut there. Probably save you at least a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds. Probably closer to a second and a half, but it's a bit of a risk reward. There you go, got the sub. So there's about a second, just depending on my driving, but yeah. Hopefully I can get the 3 out of 3. Oh, got it, that's not a bad card actually. Couple of quick MTs there. Hops again through the grass is faster. And done, nearly sub 130, but yeah, that's a real basic introduction to that. Going around the mushroom as a beginner with a 30-53, that's not terrible. And if you did 3 out of 3 going around the mushrooms for a start, and then you just slowly incorporate doing a grass cut, mushroom cut as you go, yeah, should be fine. So I'll show you. I'll see if I can get this first shot. See how much time I save cutting it to going around. So yeah, as you can see there, just by that map, it saves a lot. A good cut there saves 88, so it was about God, what's my math like? 0.7 alone. So now I'll do a fast lap attempt, lap 1. So again, this is a lap 1 fast lap attempt. Shroom here, you want to cut around a bit more on the grass and couple of quick hops, you want to get that MT obviously. Again, same deal, you want to go through there. Quick MT, MT onto the grass, shroom. Now this one's a really tough one, and I didn't get it, bugger. Actually wouldn't have been a half bad time. I'll try and get that again. There are no better places to shroom here, so yeah, gross, but I'll just show you that last. Show you how that last MT works. So you want to get into a slide, shroom, and change your smoke colors as you're going up the hill. Let your stick go loose and then get the red smoke back down as you land. So it's a bit hard to sort of wrap your head around that straight away, but I'll try my best to yellow smoke and then get red. Bad finish. You don't want to hit the grass because that'll be a slowdown, obviously. But yeah, that's basically how you want to finish that lap off. This, you get that halfway through that brick wall and then you get your 2. That's how you want to do the start one. Yeah, basically it. Beginners just go around this mushroom for a start, and then when you're feeling confident, go for a mushroom cut once and then go around twice. Then try and beat it with a 2 out of 2, and then when you're feeling really confident, you can go 3 out of 3. Just with that mushroom cut though, how most players like to line it up. If you go back through the mushroom cuts I did, you actually go through the piranha plant a lot of the time. So how it works is The left-hand side of that piranha plant doesn't exist. The hitbox is really funny on it, so if you imagine, you can actually jump over that left-hand side of the piranha plant to help get your cut. So it's really hard to explain, but the first time you do it, you'll understand. You're driving through the piranha plant and jumping over it. You want to hit that mushroom and it'll rebound you back onto the road a lot quicker. So yeah, it's a risky, very risky strat early on, but yeah, that kind of went through it there. But you just got to pretend that piranha plant's almost not there and you just jump over it. So Wario Stadium, very tough technical track. It's pure driving for the most of it. This is going to be an introduction to pre-jump hops on every hill. So you want to hop, 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 hop as you're going before the crest of every hill. I'm going to do it a lot on this track. So obviously getting the mushroom start there. Hop, 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 and hop. The less time you spend in the air, the better. You can do that extra MT going up that hill. It's pretty tough, so I'd probably leave it out as a beginner. 3 there, another one here. Try and get that one. Bounce, bounce, or hop, hop, and then get that one going around that bend. 1, 2. Now this is where we're actually, this is our shroom location here for 3 lap. What you want to do with this shroom as you're approaching, you kind of want to be angled to the left a little bit, because when you jump in your shroom, you're going to be angled back towards this wall, and I'll show you why in a second. I'll do a save state here. Save state that, because you want to try and get that kind of shroom. If you're a little bit wider and you're coming back in, you're going to bonk on this wall like that, which is obviously not ideal. So getting close, toggling out to the right, out to the left a little bit, and then doing your drift is the way you want to do that. That's not how you want to do that. So yeah, always just poke out to the left a little bit and then come back in. Don't need that extra MT here. Just go over that. Over these hills. Oops. And should be 3 across this back section here, which I didn't get them. Little pre-jump there. So that should have been about a 130 lap. I'll do it because I'm not going to drive this track. This one's just really technical, so you're going to have Dan giving you more comprehensive strats over that, but it's just basically getting MTs around each bend. It's pretty self-explanatory. Try not to hold them for too long. I'll do a fast lap explanation. This one can be a lap 2 if you're a high ranked player, because the track's so long at about a minute 15 NTSC, a minute 30 on PAL. You're better off just doing it on lap 1, because there's that much time to save. It's really doesn't make a difference. So yeah, wait till you're much higher rank before you start doing lap 2 attempts on this, because the beginning can be a little bit jank going over these hills. So for a fast lap attempt, get the boost. I didn't get the MT there. I'll just show that. I'm getting the MT there because it saves a bit of time. So it's probably worth doing it on lap 1 for sure on your fast laps. Don't get the tumble there. I will get it. I promise I'll get it. There we go. It's better. Pre-jumps. Forgot to do those. So this time, instead of getting that MT, we want to do over the hill here. It's pretty difficult, that section as a beginner, so you can either not do that slide. Might bonk, maybe. Oh no, it's actually pretty good. Now this, I just got what's called a flip-flop NT. It's really difficult strat for a beginner. I would not recommend it, but it's definitely something you can incorporate in your game. Into here, this is your final shroom location going back up this hill. One, two, and then the third one around there. Damn, actually, I didn't mean to do that. But there's an alternative shroom strat you can do. It's a very old one, where it's just on this last bend here. The old shroom strat used to be here. It's pretty much obsolete now, so no point in trying to do that. And yeah, that's pretty roughly how you want to do Wario Stadium. Yeah, just keep it tight to all the corners. Fast MTs again. I'll say fast MTs a lot, but it's basically what you want. Sherbetland, a risk and reward track, that's for sure. Going over crack jumps like that. It's pretty risky, but I mean, you don't have to. MT there. You want 3 MTs along this section. Through the Pengus. Probably don't have to do that MT I just did through the canyon there. That's your usual shroom spot there. Easy as. 3 coming out of this cave. 1 there. Probably do 2 if you were not quick enough doing them. So the more of that crack you, more of any of these cracks that you go over or skip, you'll actually gain more time. So that's that MT I'm looking out there in the tunnel. Shroom right there where that rock juts out, and then keep it nice and tight. For a beginner, you could just do 2 here. Another nice crack jump. So I'll try and do maximum risks I can. So that's a nice crack jump there. Wasn't that good of a crack jump, but yeah, still risking it a little bit. Oops. This MT. Ooh, just beat that penguin. Again, where that juts out. Ooh, penguin's in the way. So I bailed out at the last second. Pretty weak jump. Oh, okay, you don't want to actually go over that. So it would have been a sub 2 pretty comfortably, which is not a bad time there. Yeah, that was it. 39.57. Fast lap. Fast lap here is lap 2, but you can probably keep going lap 1 for a while. Jump that. MT here. This is where you're going to do this first shroom. Jump as much of that crack as you can with the shroom. Ooh, gross. So yeah, again, that usual shroom spot there. And then the last one's going to be over this crack here. $39.36. So yeah, that's basically it. The one probably thing you need to just keep in mind with this track is the penguin cycles. Be very aware of where they are each lap, and especially if you're bumping into them a lot, you need to just keep track of what your lap times are. So that's not a bad crack jump there. One thing you can do for your penguins is you can hold this shroom off a bit longer, and then you know where that penguin is, and then you can shroom. It won't cost you that much time, and it'll definitely be a lot safer. A lot safer to do the shroom rather than smashing into the penguin all the time, because they generally get in the way a lot as you're advancing through your times here. That's your fast lap shroom there again. This penguin here will be in the way a little bit, but good pace. Should be, yeah, so this one here, he's out of the way, but that one can cause you, this one here will cause you trouble if you're not tight to that wall. So yeah, that is Sherbetland basics there. Royal Raceway. So to if you wanted to do a lap 2 attempts, I'll just show you how to start off a lap 2. So you drive all the way around. I'm not going to do that. There are cycle times that you actually want to do it on. For PAL, you want to start at about 40 seconds. So that'd be what, 30 or 35 seconds for NTSC. I'm not 100% sure on that. But you come here, get that MT right before the line, and then start your lap. So yeah. And there is a converter, you can get that time, but for PAL it's 40 seconds, and I assume it's 33 seconds for NTSC players. That's the first introduction to cycles for fast lap, yes. KTB was another one, same deal, you want to start on 40 seconds, and NTSC again on about 33 or 35, I can't remember exactly what, purely because of the waves. The waves coming, the tide going in and out. Yeah, so you're trying to get the tide going out as you're finishing the lap, so you don't get bogged in the water. Royal Raceway. Slide there. One around here. You can do an extra one there if you want, if you're quick enough, but probably just leave that one out as a beginner. You want to get as... Ooh, okay, I didn't get that. But with that hairpin jump there, you want to go over that grass and get as much air as possible. Which I'll try and do here. So I'll leave this MT out, as you can see. Nice sweeper. Really good. Much air as possible. That was a pretty weak jump, I would have thought. One there. One there. MT there. MT here. You can do an SSMT right here, but I wouldn't worry about it. This is your main shroom spot here, going across the grass. how you want to do that is you actually want to hold off going into the grass pretty late. You want to be right up near that piranha plant when you do it. You see a lot of people entering the grass too early. Save state that. So you see a lot of people entering the grass here and trying to shroom there, which is pretty bad. Oh, I didn't save state that properly. Okay, I'll retry this. This has been pretty awful. So MT there, skip that one. It's pretty advanced SSMT. Not very much air there, but just getting a phone call. So hold that off as long as you can, and then go 1, 2, 3, and that's your shroom. Sliding on these zippers is faster than just driving over them. Try and get an SSMT on that bridge. Here, I'll just show you the basic one. You want to get 3 MTs around here for a beginner. Then a bit of air. And then back onto the track. What's an advanced player will do is get 4 along here. Like that, but that's pretty advanced, so I wouldn't trouble yourself with that too much. Now that's the basic driving around that. I'll try and get a really good hairpin cut here, because it saves you a lot of time the more air you get along here, which I got 0 air on that. But anyway, you get the idea. You want to hop near the top and get as much air as possible back into a MT. For a fast lap, I'll show you your strategy here. Again, lap 2, you can do a lap 1, but I'll just pretend I'm setting up lap 2. Hold the MT right up to the line like that. MT, MT, MT. That was a better one. Didn't get the MT coming out of that, but this is going to be your first shroom location on a flap. Nice big jump into the grass. Try and get as much ground as you can. Again, same location here as your normal. Cross those zippers. Jumping over. When you're going for God time here, you could probably do the 4 MTs like I usually do. And finish with a shroom like that. There was a bit to take in there. You want to get this shroom, you want to shoot this shroom off. So you hop down, if I can actually get it. Which I'm not getting good angles here. So basically you slide down that hill. Gotta get rid of that, that's annoying. So yeah, you want to get back on it, re-enter onto the road. Can't get it. Wait till you're at the bottom of the hill and then activate your shroom. If you try and shroom... if you try and shroom like that, it'll actually eat your shroom completely. So you just want to wait till you're down and then activate your shroom. Gone too far. Yeah, so if you shroom while you're on the road, it'll just completely eat your shroom. So wait till you get to the bottom, and you can either jump in the water or not jump in the water. Doesn't really matter. But yes, that is a Royal Raceway pretty basic breakdown. There is actually a new shroom location out that's far more advanced, which I'll show you now, but you really wouldn't want to try this one. This is pretty advanced, even though I'm not getting it very consistently. Which is going up here. And you want to get a massive bounce off that polygon, and it basically shoots you over the grass section, and you cut out this shroom right here. Yeah, but when you're doing this shroom here, just getting big air and then shrooming is what you want to do on that one. So yeah, and then just again reiterating with this one, you want to enter the grass probably later, probably closer to that piranha plant. When the track starts turning around, that's your best spot to do it. As I said, people do it way further back here and completely run out of their shroom. Now, my favourite track, Bowser's Castle. Do I even have a Distraction Ghost? I don't know if I do. I'll put one up. So the first thing you want to do with Bowser's Castle is obviously have a Distraction Ghost. For those who don't know what a Distraction Ghost is, it's a ghost that you set up before you start doing your runs of each track, and it basically distracts some of the honing thwomps that'll try and chase you down in one of the rooms. I'll just quickly set one up and you'll see what it actually does. Ghost Times BC. Very easy to set one up yourself. I've just got a Dex drive, so I've got one saved, and I'll just put it through that each and every time. There you go, Distraction Ghost up. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. So basically you'll see the Distraction Ghost stop in the room, and it'll always be attracted to the ghost. I'll follow this ghost and show you what he does. So he uses all three shrooms going into this room. Attracts the attention of those thwomps here, and yeah, basically it just stays there looking after him instead of going down the hallway and chasing you. You stay there until a couple of minutes, and then you drive the rest of the couple of laps normally, and then yeah, finish the lap without losing your ghost data by hitting a thwomp or falling in the lava. So you'll see he uses a shroom there, uses another shroom there to get in, and because that ghost was first one inside the hall, it chases him first before it chases me. And you'll see on every other lap when I complete it, that yeah, it won't chase me down. So that's the basic one with Bowser's Castle. And you can see on the mini map down there, the ghost is just stuck in that room. So I'm just driving normally here. Double hop onto the grass means you get a tighter angle, means you can go inside that bush like I just did. You don't have to go inside that bush, but yeah. So you can see that the thwomps didn't chase me down in that room, so that's what the Distraction Ghost does. Important on this track to learn the cycles of these thwomps, the sliding thwomps in that last room. Go a long way to you getting consistent at the track. Hopping at the last minute before you hit that wall. as I said, yeah, you can double hop to go inside or outside of the bush there like that. Again, the thwomps didn't chase me down, so we're all good there. Those thwomps weren't in the way. I do a big hop here going down that stairs. It's way easier than trying to do a mini turbo at the top of the stairs, because you just completely ruins your angle. So just do a hop there, that's no issue. It's just a really consistent strat that you can do. Missed the MT there, but 217 flat, just about, yeah. Very, very simple way to do it. And I'll take the Distraction Ghost out now and just show you a lap 2 when they do chase you down. Just course change. So you'll see now that the thwomps are going to chase me, so definitely doing a Distraction Ghost is unbelievably useful. You see I went through the bush, inside of the bushes there, and see these thwomps are going to chase me down, and it means I just can't get past them, so it's going to be a real big challenge doing this track without a Distraction Ghost. For the fast lap, this time round, again, have your Distraction Ghost in. So going across the grass is your first shroom location always, and your best. There's no other place that you can do it that really saves you much time. So I'll do a lap 1 fast lap here. But I'll explain why we do it on lap 2 as well. Shroom here for your fast lap, and then your next shroom is here going to the spiral. And that's your basic fast lap guide there. What we usually do is start our lap on 48, because you get the best thwomp cycle possible. Oops, I'll need to... Oh no, I'll stuff that up. Hopefully that's the right cycle, but anyway. Damn. 44, 45, 46. I'm going to try and get the right cycle here, but don't have the bloody shrooms. I'm going to have to do this one again because I completely stuffed it up. But starting at 48 on PAL is better. So yeah, you get a good cycle there because that thwomp goes up, so you can cut a lot more off. Same with that one. I'll go... I'll just have to drive the track again. Normally I'll explain a few things here to do the fast lap. So just a normal one. This is one you actually want to do lap 2 rather than a lap 1, because you'll have better cycles for sure. So I don't know what time that converts to is at a PAL, but I assume it's maybe about 39 or 40 seconds that you want to start your lap time. A PAL player will be able to tell you exactly what. So I pause here for a minute, get to 40 over that, and it should nearly work out to 48 as you cross the line. Yeah, I'm a little bit late there, but that's okay. Yeah, so that one goes up. Free reign to go through there. Yeah, so I was a little bit late on the lap time, so that thwomp was in the way, but you should just go in between them and you should be fine. MT there, mushroom there, and then again spiral, jump right, start hopping before you hit that, just to get a sharper turn. $44.90, yeah. So there you go, that's Bowser's Castle in a nutshell. I was talking about the double hop into the grass, just because you get a tighter angle with that. Probably can do one hop, just for a beginner. Might give you an okay angle like that. Yeah, it'll give you an outside of the bush angle. If you want to cut it tighter, do a double hop on that grass. Okay, what do we got now? DKJP. Really tough technical track for a beginner. This is a lap 1 fast lap attempt on this track. So you want to cut the bush off there a little bit. MT. Coconuts are a pain in the ass. Trying to keep as tight to the inside as possible. Now this is the introduction into the ramp jump. That's a really terrible ramp jump, so I'm going to do that again. This will be good to show you where the maximum amount of jump you can get with this ramp, because you can go way further left than what I did. So the beginner will probably just want to go MT. You'd probably go outside of those pillars there. Inside's neither here nor there, really. Okay, so I did get a save state off there. When you're doing this jump here, you want to... Your maximum jump you can get is... There is a tree there. I don't know if you can see it that well on the CRT that I've got here. But it's that black tree there. You want to aim for that. That's about as far as you can jump. Which is nearly that. What this... pixelated bit there is. So that's about the maximum you can jump on this track. That's a pretty conservative jump, I would say, for me, but it's probably what you're going to get a lot of the time, purely because nerves and all that kind of stuff. And you can also see these lines in the track here, there and there. I like to say, if I go anywhere to the right of this line here, this dark line, I would say that's not a viable jump for me. So it's right on the money on that one. I probably would reset on a jump like that because it's so far right. Yeah, so that's the basics on the jump. What you actually want to do approaching the jump is slide on that zipper boost and get as close to the fence as possible. That means you can get further left when you are doing a jump. So I'll try and get a decent jump here. Oops. As close to that fence as possible. Yeah, you see that tree? I can work with that, but it's not great. Ooh, bananas. Nice. So now I'm too far. That's a dead giveaway. I'm too far. Okay, I don't want bananas. Why am I getting bananas? So when you do land, what you want to do is triple tap A in the air. Triple tap A will mean you accelerate faster when you land, right before you shroom. So it just gives you that extra tiny little bit of a boost. What I'll do, just set a save state here. Yeah, that's a pretty standard jump for me. And then shroom across the grass here. You can do an MT there if you want, if you can try. But it's probably not something a beginner would be able to do straight away. And then coming into this section here, cutting off a lot of that section there. Gives you 49, 45. Oh, should be heaps better than that, but because I did a save state. Yeah, so again with this jump here, that's a fine jump for me. So you want to aim for going between those two trees. So I wouldn't fire your shroom straight away. You'd want to just adjust your line a little bit and then fire your shroom. Get the coconut hit, that's 2. Get an MT there. Hold this MT off just a little bit longer. As much air as you can get on that. The more air you get there, the better. Because you're spending less time in the grass. Now with this section here, don't know if you can see it that well. As you enter, you can see this. There's a little torch there. That's where I like to aim when I'm driving up this hill. So you can see where it just below the O, there's a little flame there, and you can also see a couple of dark patches. I think you might be able to see them here on the CRT. So there's a kind of a line going up the hill that way, and then there's another one there. That's probably the section you want to try and drive through as you're going up. I mean, going wider here or here is fine, but you're not gaining as much time going up there. So yeah, aiming through there, you want to get an MT, and then hopping, and it's a interesting mechanic you're going to be doing here, where when you get the MT and you start hopping up the hill as much as you can, so you want to spam hop, and then what you do at the top of the hill is triple tap A to get a speed boost. So hop, 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 hop. That's probably too aggressive, that line. Hop, 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 and then I didn't do the triple tap A, because what I do is do my triple tap A and hop at the same time. Do them both together, and what you do is you accelerate as soon as you're out of the clearing, when you come out of the cave. Save you a little bit of time rather than just doing it normally. That's another way of doing it. Yeah, so R's first and then A's second, but I just do both at the same time. Too aggressive. Yeah, and that's pretty much DK. The worst thing about this track is just with the uneven ground, it's really hard to gain time, so just trying to get consistent driving. What I'll do is a flap attempt now. You can change your, if you're doing 3 lap and you get a really nice jump off the ramp, you could probably change it to a flap attempt straight away. So I'll reset that, because what you want to do is cut off a bit of that bush, let the coconut hit you. Just did a save state, so if I can get a good ramp jump. Okay, so that's a pretty good ramp jump for a beginner. You could probably do a second one there if you. It's a very old strat, that one, but to avoid getting the third coconut hit, you could do that. Not a problem at all. Nice big air there. I'll show you where the usual shroom strat is once I finish this one. But standard shroom, not doing that, jumps up there, and there you go, 45, 34. Going back to this save state here. I did 2 shrooms across the grass there. That's an old strat. This one here now is the normal strat. So go 1, get an MT. Missed that MT, but so it results in a 3rd coconut hit. Here, and then our new shroom strat is there, which I got hung up on the scenery, but okay, that's a better jump. Just on the right hand side of that tree. Yeah. So getting the 2nd coconut hit, didn't get the 3rd because it was such a good jump. Lots of air here. Keep it nice and tight. Drift onto the bridge. And then a 44.80, so it was a little bit better than my other fast lap attempt before. What I'll show you is when you're entering this one, and so you're aiming for a different spot altogether for this attempt. So last time you were aiming at that little lantern there. This time you want to aim for the one on the right, roughly, and then you're hopping up. So your line's you're just changing your line up a little bit for that one, and yeah, hope you go well on that one. That's DKJP in a nutshell. Yeah, always first lap for that one. Yoshi Valley is another first lap flap attempt. You're going to cut the grass off here straight away into a shroom there. Now I'm only going this way because it's a really easy way to do it for a beginner on lap 1. Lap 2 and 3, probably not. You want to do a hairpin jump there. Three MTs, and I'll show you the spiny cycles coming through here now for lap 2 and 3. Because they move all the time, it's really going to be tough for you to learn these. So you'll see that. I've got a good pace there, but you're going to hit that a lot of the time. So yeah, lap 1, I'd recommend going through that lap 1 because it's not that hard to get through those spinies. But if you weren't confident early on, you'd just go the alternate way, which is going through here. This is definitely the safest option. There are spinies here, but they're not in the road like the other side. It's going to cost you about 2 seconds, so it's pretty significant difference. Pretty significant difference. If you weren't confident doing that hairpin jump, you could go around this way. And then just repeating that 3 laps. The egg's going to be in the way if you do that way for sure. So the other one was a 35. So that was, what, 8 seconds difference just on doing it that way alone. I'll do a lap where I do the hairpin jump but go the safe direction. So you'll go back through here. And again, this one's probably similar to Mario Raceway, where as you're getting better, you can incorporate jumps here. The hairpin jumps, honestly, once you get used to it, it's not that bad. It may seem scary as hell starting off, but once you get a decent setup and you get more consistent with the game, it's actually quite easy. 37, so that was 2 seconds difference compared to going through the spinies where I originally went through. So it's, yeah, about a 2 second difference. Yeah, so for doing those spinies, if you want to go through them a lap one, they're actually quite easy. Just tuck inside, and then you can go on the right hand side of them, but that gap will open up, and then yeah, doing that. So for the hairpin jump, I know a lot of you guys will be scratching your head over this one possibly, but quite easy. I like to start my MT for this. Where is it? I like to start my slide. See how this fence right to my right there sticks out? I like to try and follow that curve around on the fence. And then you're kind of just doing a question mark. It's kind of bend there. So imagine you've got a question mark painted on the screen and you're driving along that. Should have safe stated that. Bugger. So you're very simple to just drive through there. When you're fast enough, you'll be able to get through that, no problem. So it's basically a question mark pattern you want to drive through on there. That's your line. And then that egg is going to be probably a problem for you at the beginning, so you'll just have to negotiate your way around that. Yeah, but that's basically it. See, even still, that's a second faster than my other lap. Yeah, so if you hit that, you're pretty much going to fall down there. Probably, yeah, just driving like this, I could hit that 99 times out of 100, depending on how aggressive you want. So you can actually go through that fence if you're super aggressive. You can do real safe wide ones, really aggressive ones like this, but that's too hard for me to do. Like that. It's not a bad one. But yeah, again, just going safe. Take your time with it. It'll save you a lot of time than going around. And yeah, that's basically that one. Start incorporating your lap 2 and 3 spinies as you please, as you start getting better. That'll be lap 3 is probably the worst one. Lap 3 is definitely the worst one, by all means. Lap 2, once you get a decent pace, you'll be able to get through them, no problem at all. And yeah, I'll show you a flap attempt in a second. Surfing along that. Try and get 3 MTs here. Ooh, very good. Okay. So a fast lap attempt, again, you want to go through this section. It's always on lap 1. Try and get as close to that as you can. Don't have to do an MT there. I usually do, but damn. I'll try that again. I was trying to get that MT, but it doesn't really matter if you don't get it for now. Easy driving through there. Try and get that shroom. That's not that hard to do. And then nice hop, slide, hop up there. Ooh. Okay, I missed that. Let's just imagine that I did. Let's just imagine I did get that. Like that. And your 2 shrooms to finish off. We'll go a hop onto the grass and finish off sliding all the way to the line. Easy, 34.28. Which you should be getting on PAL about a 31, low 31s. And yeah, that's I'll do one proper attempt. But yeah, beginners should probably be leaving a fair few of these MTs out for a start. Yeah, anyway, something like that. That's how you should be doing it. Benchy Boardwalk, pretty tough course for a beginner. Not having walls there is a pain because you're going to want to crash into them. Cutting off a little bit of that if you can, but doesn't have to. MTs here on the zigzag, you don't have to get those, but it obviously saves you time. Drop shroom, I should mention the drop shroom is tough. So there's an alternative shroom strat there you can use. A couple of MTs here. You want to get this one early, this MT. Hop around it, and means you can get that. Oh, my TV just turned off. Excuse me 1 second. Happens from time to time. So just back up. Get the MT here. Start the MT as you're going up the hill. Red smoke. As I was saying, you don't have to get those two MTs because it's quite a difficult section. Drop shroom like that. It's definitely a harder shroom to do, but for me it helps me with this bat house section 100% than not getting it. So the bat house section here, MT around that corner, MT there, MT there, and an MT there. You don't have to do all those MTs. Probably doing 3 of them is fine, so leaving that second one out is probably the hardest one for me. And then this is the alternative shroom strat here, the much easier one, very simple. And I'll just show you that bat house with 3 MTs instead of the 4 that I got. Start that one before you go uphill. That's how you can do that alternative if you're going to do the shroom around the outside. Should be an easy one to get that. You can leave that one out and finish off with that one, and then so I'll do a fast lap. Again, lap 2 one. I'll do this one on lap 1 because it won't change the shroom strat. But yeah, so the only thing that changes here, you do this MT, but you don't do that sliding MT I did before. As soon as you're down on that flat, you do that shroom. You'll have to do some kind of shroom here, so you may as well practice drop MT for that. And then we finish off trying to keep it as tight as you can. If you're confident, finish off with a MT there, and that is your fast lap. So yeah, very technical, very tight. Probably leave some SSMTs out until you become better at the game. Yeah, that's Benchy Boardwalk, pretty basic. Now for Rainbow. 5 minutes 57, so I'm not going to go through the entire thing. I'll just do 1 lap and then a fast lap attempt. Again, this is a track you could do your fast lap as your 3 laps, with your 3 laps as well. Braking here, then going downhill. It's called getting a tran, so You see, I got air there. You don't want air at all. It's really slow. So I'll do it just with jumping. I'll tell you what time I land roughly at on the red at 8 seconds. It'd be easy to tell with a ghost, but I don't have a ghost handy for it, so. Brake and tran. Got a little bit of air, but saved about half a second at least. Just on that. So yeah, brake at the top of the hill and triple tap A on the way down is the way to do that. Probably don't have to do the shroom slide that I was doing. Brake and triple tap. That's a good tran right there, stuck to the ground. Getting some MTs up this hill. Probably want 4. Same as Toad's Turnpike, getting as close to the fence as you can. Just smashing out MTs. SSMT there if you're confident. SSMT here if you're confident. MT there. Beginners should be going on the outside of that chomp, but I'm quick enough I can go inside. Well, actually you'll be quick enough because you'll be a lot slower. So this turn here you want about 6 or 7 MTs going around that. Some more MTs here. SSMT there if you're confident. Should be 2 or 3 around this bend. Miss that one. SSMT there if you're confident. One around this track. Now this is the shroom location, which is probably one of the hardest shrooms in the game, to be honest. So you want to, same as Wario Stadium, you want to just angle yourself to the left a bit and get that. A lot of people will be too narrow and just bonk straight in the fence and just get caught up in the fence. So you want to try and go wide like that and come back in. See, I got the MT off. Should be about 6 or 7 MTs around this spot if I can get one. 5, 6. You probably get 7, but 6 is, I think 7 for this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 8. Again, some SSMTs while you're driving up the hill. You definitely want to get those, practice doing those, because yeah, driving uphill is obviously extremely slow. And I got the tran again, so that's good. That chomp's going to be in the way. But anyway, so I'll show you a quick fast lap here now. I like to get the slide there, brake on the pink and down. And what you'll do, big shroom up there and another big shroom up here. And that's where, and then you do your normal shroom in the other spot, which will throw your swamp cycles here out a little bit, but yeah, it should still be pretty fine. Miss that MT. I just go around that guy like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you want to do 6 around that bend if you can. If you're fast enough, you really want to do them very quickly. Try and not hold your smokers or your charge as long as possible. Same with all your mini turbos, you don't want to hold your smoke too long, or else it's just losing your time. And just to finish off with this one, it's not a real good shroom, but I did get the MT off, so that's fine. It's not going to kill you too much if you do bonk on that wall, but obviously minimising the bonk as much as possible. So you can see how quickly I'm smashing out MTs here. Should result in a low 59, 59.40, so yeah. And then swag, shortcut to finish. So yeah, you could do that. Do that fast lap on lap 1, and you'll just with how long the track is, very easily get 3 lap PR with a flap attempt. Not many tracks you'd be able to do that, but you could definitely do it on this track just because it's so long, there's so much time to save. So I think that's pretty much everything, just for a real basic guide. If you have any other questions, just ask me anything in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. And don't be afraid to jump on the Mario Kart Discord and ask everyone in there lots and lots of questions. There's resources, pretty handy resources on the Mario Kart Discord, which I'll bring up now and just show you where they are. Where are we? I want to go. So this is the rules and resources right here. Can you even see that? Yeah, on the right there. So rules and resources right here in the Mario Kart Discord. The Ghost database, if you have an EverDrive or a Dex drive, you can get Ghosts there. World record history. Time trial rules pages there. Videos for all standards. So that's probably the one you want to check out. It'll have all your standards here, and things you can look at too. Tracks you can look at and try and copy them. It's got every cup and then laps as well. So right up from Elite D right down to God Halford 10s. So it's a bigger list ones that you can do. Just do a standard or something like that ahead of you and try and copy what they are. I recommend looking at legend times. They're probably your best times with pretty clean driving and best shroom strats and stuff like that. So look at legend videos. They'll help you out the most. Watching world record videos and stuff like that, it's probably just unrealistic for a beginner. Purely because the driving is just way too good and you'll never achieve that for the start. So yeah, there's a couple of, be very wary of older videos. So if you did say that one and it was 2013, it's probably a little outdated. So this one's 2011, so it's I doubt Luigi Raceway would be outdated, but yeah, it's a very old video and it might have different strats. So just be very aware of that. Try and get more modern videos. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully this is very helpful for you. And good luck with your Mario Karting. I'll see you in the Discord.